Total Party Kill is a simple game with a killer concept. It spawned out of a game jam with the theme Sacrifices Must Be Made. This seed of an idea has blossomed into a dungeon-set puzzler where progress can typically only be made by killing one or more of your 3-person party. There's the mage who can turn his friends into sliding blocks of ice, the knight who can send his comrades flying with a single swing of his sword, and the archer whose arrows can pin his buddies to any wall, effectively turning them into fleshy platforms. Mechanically, it's all very straightforward, with just a few touchscreen commands available throughout the entirety of the roughly 2-hour adventure. The complications come in the ever-evolving ways you'll need to make use of your character's unique abilities. You may be challenged to press a button that's sitting snugly behind a long row of spikes. So, what do? Well, you could get the knight to hop onto the spikes, killing him in the process, then switch over to the maze and freeze his corpse into an ice block, hop on said block, then switch to the archer, who can of course nudge the block along by firing his arrows at it. There are often a few ways to complete each level, something you might not even realize at first as you struggle to finish stages with anything close to a clean, no-kill solution. The game's very good at delivering moments of genuine surprise as everything clicks into place and an obvious solution pops into your brain. Thing is, by the time it feels like you're into the game proper, you're already around a quarter of the way through. Total Party Kill has 60 levels, which in itself is not a bad thing. But you can rush through them fairly quickly, and games as short as this really need to make use of the limited time you spend with them. The reality is the pacing often sags. A few levels feel extremely similar to levels you've played before, which kind of makes them feel like filler. Sure, you might get 5 iffy levels bookended by 2 more remarkable ones, but that batting average does need to be a little bit higher. And this gradual sense of stagnation isn't helped by the somewhat samey visuals. The pixel art is great, but it just has the one look, without color changes or environment shifts. Thankfully, the game picks up again right before drawing to a close, where there are several back-to-back levels which finally come close to achieving the concept's full potential. But then, just as it starts getting really good, it's over. We really like the game's clever, mercenary concept, and there's something to be said for games which stick with one simple idea and explore it thoroughly. And ultimately, as it's free to download, we still think it's worth playing. But the game does push against the limits of the simple idea approach, and it comes up a little bit short. Perhaps a sequel or even an update will give us a more fully realized take on what remains a stellar concept. Today's video is sponsored by the Aptoide App Store, the largest independent Android marketplace for all your favorite apps and games. Unlike some app stores, Aptoide has games in special bundles that give you extra bonuses, which you can then exchange for diamonds, weapons, gems, or whatever you fancy in the game. Plus, the more you play and spend in the games, the more bonuses you can earn and the more stuff you can then buy. If that sounds like your thing, you can download the Aptoide App Store now and check the description box below for a step-by-step guide on how to get involved and get more out of your Android games.